Hello, Miss Elizabeth here for First Congregational Church of Muskegon, Michigan. Confirmation class video for February 14th. And today we're going to talk about parables. We're following the progressive Christianity curriculum that the church has purchased. But I should tell you up front that we do not own the copyrights to this material. And like I said, we're going to talk about parables. Jesus taught a lot of his teaching was using parables. Now, what does that word mean? It's a meaning that came from the Greek language from those times, and it literally means to throw alongside. Para, that part of the word, means alongside or together. And so it's sort of a comparison. You're looking at two things alongside each other. And the bowl, B-O-L-E, part of the word, parable, means a ball or to throw a ball. And something that that word means, you're throwing it alongside of each other. So we use sometimes the phrase, I'm just throwing it out there. And it's all about search for understanding. And that is the unit that we're using right now, the unit of, by calling ourselves progressive Christians, we mean that we are Christians who find grace in the search for understanding. The search for understanding can be to compare one thing to another. So I have a couple of quotes for you. This one is from Malcolm Muggeridge. Every happening, great and small, is a parable whereby God speaks to us. And the art of life is to get the message. Also from Dudley Nichols, Jesus of Nazareth could have chosen simply to express himself in moral precepts, but like a great poet, he chose the form of the parable. Wonderful short stories that entertained and clothed the moral precept in an eternal form. It's not sufficient to catch man's mind. You must also catch the imaginative faculties of his mind. So, we will continue to talk about our search for understanding. We have already focused on asking questions and using the Bible as a source of understanding. And today we're talking about parables or stories that teach us wisdom. A parable is a short story that compares a spiritual idea or truth to something that is a common experience for people. And Jesus used a lot of parables to teach spiritual ideas. Here's one that Jesus talked about. Or what woman, having 10 silver coins, if she loses one, does not light a lamp, sweep the house, search carefully until she finds it? When she has found it, she calls together her friends and neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, for I have found the coin that I had lost." Just so, I tell you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. That language, one sinner who repents, means one person who didn't understand the truth now realizes what will bring true happiness, acting with love and kindness. Another example of a parable from the Bible is from the book of Matthew. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel basket, but on the lampstand, and gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. And another parable from Luke. And again Jesus said, "To what should I compare the kingdom of God? It is like yeast that a woman took and mixed in with 3 measures of flour until all of it was leavened." Now I'm going to leave it to you to think about how those stories give us more understanding about the kingdom of God. But I want to go back to that word parable and what it means. Another word that came from the same root words in Greek and Hebrew is parabola. And that is a math concept. But don't be scared. Math is just a way of talking about something that happens in real life. In this case, let's go back to that second half of the word, bowl, parabola. You know how when you throw or kick a ball up into the air, it comes down in a similar path on the same shape, but on the other side, goes up and comes down. It makes a shape like this. I don't know if you can see that. Here. Goes up and then comes down. That is a parabola. And a parabola is a shape that is used to make a mirror, because something that a parabola can do is reflect. It can reflect light coming into the parabola, directs it to a focus point. No matter what angle that light is coming in, it always reflects to a focal point. So that's pretty similar to focusing our understanding, giving light to what the meaning of it is. Just exploring different angles of the same story, thinking it over in different ways. It focuses, a parabola or a parable focuses our understanding on a single point. Just think what happens when you focus sunlight to a single point. What would happen? Well, you can use these, a parabolic mirror, and you see here somebody is using that to light a piece of kindling. It's a way to use sunlight, focus that energy and heat, and start a fire for survival. What do you think about that? Is a parable a way to focus our spiritual understanding and use it for our spiritual survival? Could be. Thanks for joining us this week, and I hope I see you next time.